Okay, howdy ho everybody, welcome back. It's that time, Friday, Cataclysm Day, one of the two. I am Vorm here to get blowed up. This might be the shortest live stream I've had yet. Because I went and forgot to make another challenge. Get one ready anyway. For those that were at the end of Monday's stream, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Alright, give me a second to go check a few things. We'll get things started off here. Okay there. Voices voicing. Yep. Alright, I think we're good. Okay, let's go ahead and load into the game. So folks that were not blessed by watching the end of Friday's live stream or didn't catch it on the VODs in between. Load. Actually, let me make sure I turned on my, yeah. Cool. Alright, load, evolve or die. Patchy O'Hooligan. What's up, Patchy? How you feeling? How confident are you? I'm well fortified with tea for the beginning of this one. Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared. Yep, that's it, all right. Okay, there you go. That is what we're looking at. Grenade hack, and it's already activated. That is a bad, bad thing. Start a fire. Yeah, that's a terrible idea. Guaranteed to get me killed. We shall not do that. Let's see. We'll stay at that zoom level right there, I think. That gives everybody the idea of what's going on tactically. Oh. Oh, wait. Did I upgrade? Oh, crap. I think I forgot to update. I'll wait. I didn't see anything particularly important on the update, so we'll update on Monday. I didn't see anything too traumatic in the changes from Monday till today, so... They fiddled with the integrated tool set. That's about it. No big loss. All those lazy people not wanting to carry their tools around anymore. Have I talked about cardio yet? Nah, not really. Not that big a system yet. Once it's got more integration and they've tuned it and done a few things, I might care. But for now, it's a pretty minor thing that's going to happen on its own anyway. So I'm not too concerned about it. We'll get it dialed in eventually to hook into some other systems. And there's lots more stuff coming in regards to training the character's body and... just medical stuff in general. To help your terrible toothache? Well, I'm sad to hear you have a terrible toothache. This might be a pretty short alleviation of that pain, depending on what happens with this bad boy. That's where we left off, right there. Either the Z Striker. Thanks very much for dropping a Prime sub. Just in time to see me get blowed up. I'm going to actually just hang tight and chat for a little bit because I want to make sure folks that are intending to show up have an opportunity to see what happens here. Because the stream might end pretty quickly. Yes, that is a grenade hack. The grenade inside the flying part has already activated. So the pin has been pulled. That's what that means. Is that the pin is pulled, the grenade is live, it is going to explode. Unless we can completely destroy it. If we can completely destroy it, then the grenade won't go off. There's a few possibilities here. One of the advantages of having this type of situation be a cliffhanger is it gives me plenty of time to think carefully through my options. Consider the circumstances, consider the character, and the gear, and so on, and then make a decision. So I have decided what I'm going to do. I'm kind of curious what other people think would be the best option in this case. We're gonna call upon you to actually state your opinion so I can tell you how wrong you are. So you can be educated on the internet. Hey there, Smoke Peanuts, more Prime subs dropping in. Thanks very much. Full auto the grenade hack, that is one of the choices. Problems being with that, I don't have time to aim in any way. There's just no way I can chance letting a few pulses of time go by. So I'd have no aim with a burst fire, which is notoriously unreliable. I don't have a huge rifle skill or marksmanship. So my personal feeling is on a small flying object like this that I could get it with a burst, but I don't think it's my best chance to get it. I don't think it's the best opportunity. I have no idea what the partial turn is at. There's no way to know. I think I'm at the top of a new round just from, I went back and I looked at the footage and I'm pretty sure I'm at the very beginning of a new round. I've got my full 99 points of speed available to spend. But even with that, I don't know if I go to fire mode and I start tapping the pass turn key. I don't know how much time go by with each one, and I can't risk clicking one time too many and then having the grenade go off. So I just don't want to take the chance for what I think is a low percentage shot anyway. I absolutely could not get a... Well, I can swap weapons, and that's actually what I am going to do. But I have to go melee. I can't get another gun out. I don't think I'm carrying another gun, actually. So we are actually going to swap weapons, and I'll show you why and all that here in a minute. And thanks also to Soken. Started up the hype train. You try full auto. You'll probably change your mind when I show you something here in a second. So, how much does limb damage affect temperature? I think you mean that the other way around. How much does temperature affect limb damage? Well, no, I guess you got it right. Because the more limb damage you have, the colder the limb, the more susceptible to temperature the limb is. What are you looking for? You want me to give you like a formula? You want to know that at like 20% limb health, you got a 50% temperature adjustment? I have no idea. I just know that the more damage it has, the colder it feels, and you can be negatively impacted by that. It doesn't really matter. I mean, all you got to do is make sure you either wear enough clothes. The only trick to that is, before you go to sleep, check your temperature on your limbs if you are not using a blanket to sleep with. As long as you're sleeping on a blanket, it's all irrelevant. You're not going to worry about it because the blanket will auto-regulate your temperature regardless of your limb status. But the only time it matters is if for whatever reason you're about to go to sleep and you do not have a blanket to regulate your temperature while you sleep. If in that circumstance you have no blanket available, you have to sleep, and you have severe limb damage, then you want to go check your temperatures carefully, because where before clothing that was adequate and kept you warm enough to not take damage, with a heavily damaged limb, that temperature is more susceptible or that limb is more susceptible to temperature, and it could have pushed beyond the gonna take damage level, which, or cold, is -30. If it moved from -25, for example, when it was full health with normal clothing, with heavy damage, it could be -35 with the same exact clothing. So that's what you got to be careful of, because if you go to sleep without a blanket or temperature regulation, then the damaged limb that's now in -35 to whatever range is going to take frostbite. It's going to actually take damage, and it could kill you, depending on, which limb. Your head limb, your torso limb. You could break an arm, break a leg while you sleep. It's good stuff. But all that matters, just sleep with a blanket. It's that simple. Don't have one, put on more clothes before you go to sleep. But I don't know the exact numbers. I have no idea if I'm sure there's some kind of formula for determining that. Hopefully it's a sliding scale, but who knows. Could be yet another arbitrary cliff of temperature change. All right, more stuff. I do have parkour, and it is not going to help. The grenade hacks are way faster than players, regardless of if I have parkour or not. It can keep up with me and will stay directly adjacent to me. We initially encountered it over here. I tried to do the get through the door and close it trick, and this is where we ended up when I tried it. So I have no faith that as I burn stamina trying to get through doors that it's going to happen. And the only way to make sure the door trick works when you have a fast enemy nearby is to stop in the door, pause to let the round reset, and then step and close it behind you. So you can do that all during your turn's movement points without the enemy being able to get a turn to move into the doorway. Failed here. Even if I were able to try it a second time, I'm worried about the timing because this grenade is now active. It's going to go off. I won't be able to get to the door and get it closed before enough time goes by where this thing explodes. So running is not an option. I'm not going to try running. Not with everything we've got going on. Do I have the adrenaline perk on this character? It doesn't matter because it won't kick in unless I'm below like 20% health on... Is it my torso? It specifically only triggers when you take damage beyond a certain very low number on your health. So it's not gonna interact in this circumstance regardless. That sector will not help. No, that sector won't do anything. All right, so let's, here's the character for folks that don't know. So we do have Fleetfoot, we do have Parkour Expert, but in this circumstance, it's not gonna help me any. This enemy is too quick to make either of those actually matter. We do have High Adrenaline, but again, that's not gonna kick in unless we're below a very low health level. So that's not gonna matter. You can see my skills, so we're at what, 4 marksmanship and 4 rifles, which is respectable, and firing off a burst fire of bullets is an option, but given my general experience and feel for shooting these things without aiming first, you all seen me plenty of times do the manhack flies away, then I start aiming, and I get a whole bunch of aim in before it closes the distance to give me a maximum shot. On a single shot, but with burst fire with no aiming, I just don't feel comfortable trying it. So, yeah, that's the situation. So Patchy O'Hooligan are first and possibly last. Here's the inventory for those curious. Ziggy the Zig, that's just a rifle. The Sig 553. Excuse me. Waifu is a katana. Those are pretty much my choices. Ziggy, a katana, combat knife. That's about it. I don't have time dilation. I don't have any fun CBMs to pop off. I have no mutations to kick in. None of that stuff. Yeah, we didn't bring the pickle. Pickle's not necessary in this circumstance. Either the waifu or the combat knife will kill the thing or knock it down if they land a blow. So either one will do it. You don't need a lot of damage on these things. You just need to actually be able to hit it. Okay, so as noted, this is a grenade hack. It is more than enough to kill me, given my equipment. We're not in power armor or anything like that. We're not in heavy survivor gear lined with Kevlar. It's a simple chainmail and some clothes. So we will die if this thing explodes right next to me. I have no doubt about that. It has already activated, so the pin has been pulled, so the grenade is going to go off. Running, not an option. Shooting, in my estimation, is not the highest percentage chance to survive this encounter. So my plan is to wield, and this is the important screen here. I'm going to wield, and if you look down here at waifu and combat knife, look at those numbers right there. Because I have them in a back sheath, and I have them in the combat knife's also in a sheath. So because they're in sheaths and ready to go, we got really low numbers on wield costs. And I can just flat drop the rifle for no additional cost. So it's only going to cost me 26 or 22 points to get out either the katana, the waifu, or the combat knife. Now, if I'm right, and we're at the top of a round, the very beginning of a round, and I have 99 points to spend, that's my speed rating, then I'm only going to be spending 22 to actually pull the knife. Theoretically, I think if I get lucky and I get the knife or the waifu, there's not that much difference between them. If I get them out and I get a rapid strike with them, I think I'll get 2 full swings. I'm hoping I'm only going to need 1, but I think I'll get 2 full swings. Only if the rapid strike fires off. So if we don't get a rapid strike, then no. We're going to draw it, we're going to swing, and then we're going to see if we blow up. That's going to be it, pretty much. But yeah, so we got super low cost to get these in our hands. So in my estimation, with my combat skills and the type of enemy we're fighting and the weapons that I've got, I think going for these is the better call. Now the decision comes down to, do I go for the +2 to hit waifu? That's probably the better call. I'm a little nervous because it's cut damage versus pierce. This is going to be better against the armored enemy. I don't need a lot of damage to knock it out of the sky, though. So I think I'm going to go with waifu. We're going to go with waifu with the 31 cut versus the 25. It's a few points more in the wield cost, but I don't think that's going to make a difference. Both of them have rapid strike, so we'll have that opportunity available to us. So I think that's what we're going to go for. I'm going to go for waifu. We're going to use the katana. We're going to try to slash it out of the air with the katana. Now, I'll warn you ahead of time, if you're not real familiar with manhacks, especially grenade manhacks, I could slash it and it drops out of the air, but the grenade inside will still be live. So there's a couple of possibilities here. One, I miss, and it might get a second swing, maybe if rapid strike fires off. But even if I don't, if I totally miss, we're going to die. The grenade's going to explode and we're going to blow up. The second thing is I might get a hit, which if I get a hit of any kind, it should drop it. It's either going to drop it or it's going to destroy it. I'm hoping for the destroy. If we can destroy it, then the grenade itself gets destroyed and we're saved. But if it just does enough damage to drop it and the grenade doesn't get destroyed, then we got a big problem again. So then we'll have to think about some options again. So that's kind of where we're at. All right, so that's what I'm going to do. Like I said, I was going to go through it. So I'm going to wield waifu, swing waifu, hope we get a grenade hack destroyed message. If not, we'll either blow up or we'll have more fun stuff to consider. Yeah, I think I'm on a Screama currently. So we'll switch the martial art. I don't think that'll make a difference. For this kind of a swing attack, there's not much that's going to be different. But I can switch either way. Fighting style is relevant in other circumstances. It's not going to make a big difference in this one. Well, I'm going to get a full swing regardless. I'm going to get at least one swing with either weapon, guaranteed. I should get a swing. As long as rapid strike fires off, both of them should have enough to offer me. Yeah, both of them should have enough to offer me a second swing. All it comes down to whether rapid strike fires. I have no control over that. So I got 99 points, minus 22 is 77. A rapid strike is only going to be 50 or so, maybe 60. That still leaves me points to spend, and as long as I have enough to initiate the action's going to occur, even if I don't have the full amount of points required to activate it. That's just the way it works. You get your action, then you have to pay the deficit in following turns, if there are any following turns. So with either weapon, I should get a second swing if the rapid strike fires. But I have, like I said, no way of knowing if the rapid strike is going to fire. Nah, there's not. Well, there are some that can do things like that. So we'll take a look. So if we bring up Screama is the style that I've got currently set, and that's the combat knife would go with that. If we go take a look at it, so we do have the +2 accuracy bonus. The problem is the combat knife has like a -1 to hit bonus versus +2, I think, on the katana, which is a huge difference. Those numbers are actually really big and important. This is a little harder to differentiate. I don't think this offsets the to hit bonus on the weapons themselves as much. I don't really need the damage stuff. Yeah, most of this stuff isn't going to be super critical. And I'm a little concerned that a lot of these are lowering of the damage amounts. But yeah, it'll use the combat knife. So it's really down to kind of that consideration. So with ninjutsu, we've got see an accuracy bonus on dex. We've only got an 8 dex, so we're going to get a little bit of accuracy off of that, which actually, that there, 25% would be 2. I don't know if it rounds up, rounds down, or how, but that gives me at least a +1 accuracy, possibly a +2, depending on how they do decimal or do rounding. So that more than offsets. So the katana is the better choice because it's got the 3-point differential in the to hit bonus on the weapon itself, plus the dexterity to accuracy boost. That's about it. There's the swift strike. Swift strike crit. And we're not going to get the rest. Yeah, we could. But combat knife is also useful there, but I'd go with the other one. Oh yeah. We're looking at +2 to hit bonus on the katana versus the combat knife with a -1. That's going to be the more important consideration. So I'm going katana. We'll go katana, we'll switch over to ninjutsu, and then we're going to swing. And then we're going to hope. Any final questions or ideas? I can't think of anything else that might come into this. Nah, we're not going to worry about that. All right, let's start the sequence. We'll get in nice and close. So we'll go ahead and switch our martial art. That's a free action, so ninjutsu. Wield. We're going to go for waifu, my katana, with the +2. We're just going to drop Ziggy the Zig, so we had no additional moves. We're going to turn off safe mode. Alright, this is pretty much it. If we whiff it entirely, we're going to blow up. If we hit it, but don't completely destroy it, we might still blow up. We're looking for a you destroy the grenade hack message. Pretty much where we're at. Let me take another drink of tea. Alright, here we go. On a 3, a 2, a 1. Oh crap. Oh crap. Now this is the point where you start to get excited and happy, but if you don't know, no, don't get excited. Don't. We didn't destroy it. That grenade is still live. Oh crap. Yeah, so this is one of those circumstances where you really got to know what the possibilities are, because if you had killed that and then just went yay and started moving, boom, you're instantly dead. So we have 2 choices, I think, now. Choice 1, try to run. Choice 2, close the door. There's no full animal enemy corpse in the doorway, so I should be allowed to close it. What I don't know 100%, I'm pretty sure the items are going to stay on the other side of the door, or move to the other side of the door. If they even move. Yeah, they move. I think they get pushed into the other side instead of mine. Can you tell from the message? The fact that it did not say grenade hack destroyed is how I know that grenade is still alive. That grenade is still counting down its timer. I don't believe there's any way of knowing otherwise. I'm loath to press any other keys. I don't have to, because I don't want a single instant of time to go by on accident. Under radar said examine it. I don't ever do what under radar suggests. Nope. He's not necessarily looking out for my best interests as much as his own entertainment value, so I got to be careful about anything he might say. No, I'm hyper worried about letting any time pass, so I'm not going to press a single key on my keyboard, even to view things and so on, because I might accidentally do something that advances time to the slightest degree. But yeah, I am 99% sure that that grenade is still a live grenade. It's been a while since I've had this situation, but the times it did happen were fairly well burned into my long-term memory. So we try. So the grenade is not going to move, but that's not the important point. We've had another round go by after it activated. I hit it. I think I'm still in that same phase, that same round. I think it may go off as soon as my turn ends. So I've got, I think, one more action, and I think it's going to go off. I've got like 20 points of speed left to spend for this same round. So I can get the door closed. But if I try to move, I can just about guarantee I'm not going to get more than one step away. And I think directly adjacent to the grenade, or at most 2 spaces away, is not going to be enough. I think it would still kill me in the armor that I've got. So I think closing the door and hoping that the door does move the grenade back a space, that gets me the same distance as I would get from running, but it also puts a metal door between me and the grenade fragments, which I think will lessen the damage significantly. Hopefully down to Vorm still alive territory. No, the counter's not going to... Well, I can't say 100% the counter won't provide cover. I'm not sure how the grenade fragment physics work with that regard to coverage. But the problem is... No, I'm going to be on the thing. I'm not going to be behind it anyway. I'm not going to get 2 spaces of movement. Is there a chance the grenade will move to you when the door is closed? That I'm a little fuzzier on. I don't know 100% the rules behind items when you shut a door. I know I'm allowed to shut the door because there's no corpse in the way. The grenade hack itself doesn't count as a corpse. So I know from experience that I can close this door. I just not 100% on what side of the door the items are going to land on. But that comes down to, even if since I don't know, it's still a 50-50, I guess. I mean, it could be a 100% chance that it's going to go away from me. I don't know how the code works, but in my estimation of the danger and how I'm going to determine this, I'm going to consider that a 50-50 that I might live, versus what I see is pretty much 100% that I'm going to die if I don't get cover between me, and by cover I mean solid walls and the door between me and that grenade. It already lit up 2 phases ago, and I'm 99% sure that as soon as I spend these last 20 points, it's going to go off. So I'll never make the top corner. You guys don't understand how few points I've got. I will make it 1 space. Period. That's all I'm going to get if I try to run. I've got about 20 action points. We've already wielded a new weapon, which cost us 26, because I went for the waifu, the katana. So we spent 26 of our 99 doing that. Did we get... I don't think... You swing... Wait a minute. You swing wildly and miss? What the hell? How does that work? Does the grenade hack itself collapse, drop the grenade, and then it explodes? Is that how that works? Dude, how come nobody pointed out to me that I missed? Now I'm really confused. Well, either way, it doesn't really change the situation any. I'm still sitting at a point where the grenade hack itself is gone. It's not going to follow me. It's not going to block my ability to close the door. So I think I'm still at the point where I've got to close the door. I think closing the door is the better action than just trying to get 1 space of movement on the grenade. The door and the walls I know will absorb some amount of the explosion. And I think that plus the armor might be enough to keep me alive. Save for test knowledge? Well, I've already got a backup of my save from Monday. I always make a backup before I go live, so just in case some experimental update totally throws things loopy, then I can pull up my backup. So we're backed up. Should I feel the need for extensive testing? Yeah, I think I'm just going to close the door. I'm just going to give a closed door command. My understanding is that's by far going to be the thing most likely to save my life. I just don't think moving's going to help. So, let's say close door. We're alive. So, I was correct. I would have gotten one single space of movement. I would have gotten to here or here, and that would have been it. With a grenade here and nothing blocking, I would have died. I absolutely would have died. That definitely would have been the end of me. The only thing I'm curious about is that whole you miss. So I must be misremembering exactly how the grenade hacks work. Or I never paid attention previously, thinking that I had swatted them out of the air successfully, but in fact, they might always just deactivate, drop the grenade, and then it explodes, just as part of the way they work. You guys can feel free to test that. Just go into debug test world and make yourself invulnerable, summon up a hack, and just very carefully watch the time go by and how it works. Come back and let me know. Hey, look at that. We're alive. Imperceptive healer. It's going to take us 3-4 days to heal that back up. But we don't have to end the series. That's good. So there you go. Hopefully you learned a few things about how to deal with this kind of a situation. Be careful and, you know, somewhat lucky, I guess. You can usually arrange things to maximize luck. He who's prepared is more lucky. Yeah. So I remember that one was the surprise one. We knew about the robots. We got the robots. We got rid of one other grenade hack. Then we walked into the room and all of a sudden there was another grenade hack flying around. So now I'm all sorts of paranoid that there could be more of them just kind of coasting around in here for no apparent reason. All right. So did I get any of my gear blown off? Did my headlamp take another tick of damage? Or was that where it was earlier? I think my headlamp might have taken a tick. Although I think a grenade shrapnel would have destroyed the thing. Maybe not. So yeah, we definitely took some hits of damage to our gear. Waifu is fine. Waifu didn't take any damage. How about oh, Ziggy took some damage. Oh crap. Well, that's not good. I don't like that at all. Come here, Ziggy. All right, so some minor gear damage and a whole bunch of pain. Shrapnel sub. Let's see. Do I risk more codeine? I don't know. So far, we've managed to not get too much negative action off of our addictive personality. I'm a little bit worried about it, though. We're going to end up go read for a while and get some healing in. I'm not too worried about the pain affecting us at that point. We were looking to try to clear the armory and the barracks, but now I do want more time to go by. Grenade hacks, at least I thought, grenade hacks eventually just ran out of fuel or whatever, and they went away. I thought, that's why I was surprised there was another one in here. Yeah, I definitely don't want to have another encounter with a grenade hack under this circumstance. So we're going to back off, head back to our vehicle, and probably do something boring for a little bit while we do some recovery. So I got to come. I'm trying to remember where. What floor am I on? This is -1. I don't remember where my stairs up were. Right there in the middle. All right, so down a few and then over. Yeah, let's not go play around in there. So headlamp on. Hope this area is clear for my way out. Oh, that's right. We're overweight because my strength has dropped because of the pain. That's all right. We'll make it. We'll make it. Okay, back in the Humvee. Familiar place. Yay. All right. You been uncomfortably close to weight limit for so long? Nah, I've been keeping about 10 pounds available. I don't usually, I mean, getting grenaded is an unusual circumstance for me. I can't even remember the last time I got hit by a grenade. It's been quite a while, so. But, yeah, I mean, the little tiny bits of pain from a single combat or two, I've got enough strength and weight variance to allow for that. Generally. We are on day 1 of summer, though. I gotta refigure. I gotta take a look at this because I think it's gonna get warm in the vehicle here in a second. All right. So, anybody in the area? Nobody in the area. Cool. What to do? Let's try to fix up our gear first. I forget which things I can fix. Arc welder, the chainmail, fully repaired, and sure, reinforce. Since we can do it, guaranteed. Riot helmet, fully repaired, can't reinforce. And I don't have the aluminum for the headlamp. And I don't have a spare headlamp. That's going to be sad times if I break that. Can I actually craft a headlamp? I can craft a headlamp. Cool. Alright, now I'm not worried about it. What else? Tailor's kit for the army pants. And that's about... Oh, and Ziggy. I can't fix Ziggy. I don't have a firearm repair kit or a weapon repair kit. Or gunsmith repair kit. So that makes me sad. One of the few things we have not located. Although I haven't visited any gun stores really to, or made an effort to get to any gun stores to look for the firearm repair kit. That's usually what I go for. One of the gun store variants always has a firearm repair kit in the front window. None in the area. Alright, well, we'll just use it the way it is. It's fine. We got, I think, other ones I could switch to. I think. The ranged bug zapper. Is that my old M4? Oh, no, that's the laser rifle. That's right. Bastards keep renaming my stuff. Plus, we got the Rivtech battle rifle. We haven't unlivered yet. Oh, we got another SIG 553. So there you go. We'll just switch to that one. Drop. Biggie. Wield. Big. Activate. Yeah, can't do that. Load. Bait. Reload. Alright, that should be the full change out. So there we go. Tailor's kits. Alright, everything that I can is reinforced. Everything's fixed up. I think we're at the point where I just slather on a bunch of bandages and antiseptic, and we go do some reading. Alright, everything's bandaged and antisepticized. Next, I think I'll just take some aspirin for the pain, and we'll start reading. What are we working on? So we got a Screaming Martial Art or Ninjutsu completed. I still need to get my Applied Science up a little higher. Although, what am I missing for mutagen now? I just need the raw materials because we've got all the tools. Got the chemistry station. Yeah, I should start accumulating some bleach and ammonia. And some tainted meat, I guess. Man, I hate using tainted meat. Without mass slime globs gathering, I'm not sure how you go about doing a whole bunch of that. Without spending a massive amount of time. So, I think I'm going to keep working on electronics for now. I don't think I need much of anything else. Oh, we still have cutting weapons? Oh, let's do cutting weapons. Heck yeah. Stereo, how's our batteries doing? 49%. Wow, we're actually putting some dent in them finally. What's the problem with tainted meat? It's just hard to get huge amounts of it, and it rots so fast. That's the only thing. Just blob globs stayed forever, so I would just go to a slime pit, chop up a few hundred slimes or blobs, and gather up 500-600 blob globs, throw them in the trunk, and then whenever I needed them, I could mass produce. Theoretical knowledge cutting weapons increases to level 4. Next up. Hey, we're tired. Cool. That's good news. Bandaging is very good. Yeah, that's fine. We'll hydrate. Work on some cheese. Good enough. Blindfold. Off to sleep we go. Oh yeah, forgot we got the stereo going. They fixed the blob spawns. By fixed, does that mean they always drop blobs again, or what? Because it was still not giving any last on Monday. Did they fix it between then and now? At least I think it was Monday. Might have been last Friday, last time I really noticed or looked. You ever come across a melded task force? Yep. What was it? 3 challenges back? We, at the end of the challenge, we dove down into Transcoast Logistics. Or was it two back? I forget. Too many challenges. I always forget. Did I beat it up? I can't answer that question because that would be telling. People watch my stuff out of order and they don't like it when I spoil things in other series that they may be interested in watching. So while yes, I'll say I have encountered one, I will not say what the results of the encounter were. But we made it back up to fair condition. I think I'm going to hang out one more day of reading and healing, and then we'll head back in. Let's have a cookie and some pretzels. Toast them. Other toast them. Cracker. That's probably good. And some chocolate. Okay, back to work on... I don't suppose they went and finally added any healthcare practice. No healthcare practice still. I mean, come on. Make it require like an auto dock couch and a corpse that you can practice on and the Metasoft USB software. To practice healthcare from like 4 to 8 or something. Put something in, please. This trying to raise healthcare is really, really stupidly hard now. I don't know if they plan on doing something and they're just waiting for something else to be implemented or what, but healthcare above 3 or 4 is pretty rough considering the lack of recipes. Blood draw kit will get you to 5, maybe 6, but that's only if you've gone around and picked up a mess of syringes because you can't disassemble the damn thing. You'd think you could take apart a blood draw kit to get the syringe back, but you would be wrong if you thought that, so you can't recycle it. Slime drops was fixed 3 days ago. Cool. We'll take advantage of that. Do I have any nearby? I have wherever that is. Direction 137 northwest. That's that doesn't. Oh, the other west. Got it. Somewhere up this way. We'll come across one. Wherever. We might encounter some in the lab, who knows. Or we'll just head back to the research facility, actually. Always plenty of slimes at the research facility. But we got this lab to finish up, so... yeah, let's just get back to reading. Does that change anything? Because usually what I do is I bring my advanced applied science to 5, then just start mass producing mutagen, and that alone raises it to 7, 8 by itself. And as soon as you start doing whatever serum you've decided to do, or purifiers, it goes up to 10 pretty quickly. There's no need to read really beyond 5 if you're planning on doing mutation stuff. There's not really much else use for this skill anyway, beyond that. So, since we don't need to read for their benefit there, I think we'll switch back to electronics. At least that, we have recipes we can raise the practical side. Not too much difficulty, and that'll help us with CBM installations. Unlike stupid healthcare, which is the primary thing you use for CBM installations. So, read, please. Uh-oh, shuffling. Who has come to visit? Turn that off. Turn that on. A boomer. Wonder who else might have shown up. That's the real question. Let's, he can't really hurt the vehicle. Just move up. See who else shows up. Heard metal screeching, huh? That's a zombie? We got new graphics? Again, I don't think, let me go check. I'm pretty sure I forgot to update before I went live today. Game process is running. Yep, I forgot to update. Alright, so we're still running on whatever I had running on Monday. That's fine. I don't remember that zombie picture, though. Waifu. I think that's everybody that's going to come. Turn you back on. Back to reading. Oh yeah, Howler still got good and good. 4 damaged limbs. Everything's still fine. Read. Unarmed skill dropped. Oh no. Skill rust. It's so evil. Bad, bad evil. I hate it when a skill I don't use rusts. Why would I care if I don't use it? Because if I then do use it, it immediately recovers the rust, and I get bonus XP! Yay! Skill rust is evil. Even though it's good for you. All right. So bandaging still good. Electronics to 6. Don't really care what time it is. Let's have another thing of cheese. See if we can make it back to obese for the 3rd time. More reading. Focus 60. Will zombies know of your presence? The game will send zombies to you on occasion, which I always hilariously point out is nonsensical when it does it over and over and over again. But they have to have a reason, basically. So I had the radio on, but the radio has only got a loudness of 15. So I don't know if it centers on the point the radio's at and goes out 15, but I mean, we're only talking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we're talking about a square like this that they would be able to detect the radio. That doesn't answer why they got within that range to begin with when there were no zombies within a mile to begin with. It depends a bit on a few things. Depends on where you're at, proximity to other places that might generate or have zombies, like a city nearby or something, whether you have the wandering horde system turn on, whether super loud noises have occurred in the area. There's a few things that might cause some enemies to pop up. Them being able to see you is the #1 reason they might come your way. And that's why I'm generally crouched while I'm inside the vehicle, so that cuts down on their being able to see me from a distance. They have to get within sight or smell range. So that is smell range. That's the scent map showing how strong my scent is. 500 at the spot I'm standing in, 212, 80, 13, 7, 3, 1. Different zombies have different levels of smell. Standard zombies have to get to a number that's at least greater than, I want to say 10. So a standard zombie here would not be able to smell me, but as soon as they stepped here, they'd smell me, and then they would just follow the numbers. They go from the number they're on to the next bigger number nearby. So they go from 13 to 80 to 212. And that's how they track you with the scent system. Sight's pretty obvious. And the only sound I make is, according to the game, apparently, when I like to read, I read by shouting the words out loud at the top of my voice. It's just as loud as I possibly can. That's the only reason, the only explanation for why I constantly have zombies visiting me out in the middle of a field. Every character I play, apparently, must shout every single word they read. Let's see. Let's throw on some new bandages. And a couple more antiseptic, which we need now to re-up our supply. Only about 15 bottles to go. Uh-oh, whoops, I don't want 25. Right where I'm at. Oh. Alright, that should fix everything. More reading. Yeah, if you're talking about the TCL, there's a ton of flyers in there that are just, they don't actually do anything. So you don't have to worry about them. My favorite activity, reading while squatting on top of a lab. I should have driven away before I did all this reading. Slows the game processing down quite a bit. Oh yeah, temperature. I gotta check temperature. Go and stop that. Hydrate. We're right getting on the border, and there's not a lot I can do to change that, short of taking off the chainmail. Drop. Time to get rid of the army pants, I think. That'll help the legs. But the rest, oh, get rid of the socks. Just run around in our steel-toed sneakers and our chainmail. I need some kind of gloves, and that's really the last thing I have, other than accoutrements. Don't we have AC for vehicles? I know there's... What am I thinking of? Not freezers. I don't know. I can't remember. I so seldom get to summertime that I really just never care. Cold gas dispensers. I know there's something that'll do it. Oh man, I really should just drive away. All right, we're tired again. Let's go ahead and do our one more sleep, and then we're heading back into the lab. Let's go ahead and have a yogurt. Spice up our diet a little bit with a yogurt. Some more cheese. Don't need that. Bandage there. Septic, all three, and that should get me... the leg won't quite be fully healed by morning, probably, but far enough. Alright, back to the blindfold and off to sleep. Vehicle cooler. Yeah, that's the one. I don't think... Are there any vehicles in-game you can take those out of? I don't think they're an item in vehicles you can just remove and install in your own vehicle, though. Wow, did processing really slow down? We must have we must have a bunch of blobs down below somewhere. I've forgotten what's in this lab actually from Monday till now. I don't remember. I think it was a short lab and we already got the finale. We're just exploring the the rest of the rooms and the 2 floors we got. Oh no, throwing skill dropped again. Go throw 1 paper wrapper, it'll recover. Always drive away from the lab before you sleep or do a bunch of reading, kids. Learn from my mistakes. Especially when you have a tricked out vehicle like this, fully comfortable and easy to use. I should have just driven. It would have taken me 10 seconds to drive away and speed this process up. Come on. I'm kind of wishing something would come visit and bang on the door just to get me woken up. There we go. Finally. Alright. Drop blindfold. Good to go. Oops. Well, it doesn't matter if I left that on. That's nuclear. The power of the atom. So... I don't need to be carrying around all these magazines anymore. We got a 50 magazine. I'll carry 1 spare 30, so we'll get rid of that one. We'll keep the few loose rounds just in case. Otherwise, our travel gear is repaired. Temperature is in acceptable levels. Of course, it's 5 a.m. We'll check it again in the middle of the day if we have opportunity. Go ahead and have another thing of cheese. And let's have a multivitamin. Haven't had a multivitamin forever. I might, this one's gone long enough, I might actually start running into vitamin deficiencies. Takes quite a while, but it might happen on this one. Haven't gotten any messages yet. Okay, what else do I want to check? I used my only grenades, so I need to... Oops, I'm running a little heavy if I don't have my grenades with me. Why am I running heavy? 99.6. I'm only a little heavier than I have been.